You are taking a look at another wet and rainy Ohio River, but that sun seems to be peeking out a little bit. This seems to be the norm for a while, that rain and humidity. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Dieterer. It's been a rainy week, but little reprieve is coming our way. Meteorologist Matthew Willoughby joins us now from the Weather Center. And Matthew, we're getting a little bit of a break from the rain, but that's not lasting terribly long.
Yes, that's sadly not lasting too long for you, but you did see that sunshine on that cam, starting to see finally some drying out. We did see a lot of rain roll through our area and even a flash flood warnings just out west. So yeah, we did see another day of some heavy rain out there for you. So several flash flood warnings still in effect, but those are expected to expire as we head towards the next several hours. This line that we're seeing is starting to dive south, but we're seeing quite a few thunderstorms, and in fact, we're seeing about just under 700 lightning strikes with this line that is moving through. And we saw a lot of rain over the last 24 hours. In some areas, and this is rain, or at least radar estimated about 6 inches of rain in places like English, just into the Louisville metro, about 4 inches of rain. So it has been definitely some heavy rain lately for you. As you look outside, finally starting to see that sunshine out there as we get rid of those rain showers. Temperatures into the mid 70s. And as you look at those feel like temperatures also into the mid 70s, we're bringing it to the next several hours. We'll finally be drying out, so you won't have to worry about the rain, at least for the rest of the day. If you want to head out for some dinner, we'll be back into the upper 70s heading towards your tomorrow morning, but expect it to be a hot day and likely, yes, more rain on the way as we start the week, but I'll be timing that out coming up in just a few minutes. Back over to you, Alex.
Matthew. Heavy storms July have triggered flash flood warnings all around our viewing area. In towns like Utica, Indiana, who are hit hard by storms earlier this year, are bracing for heavy downpours. WHAS11's Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Aspen Hester have the story.
The town of Utica, Indiana experienced severe flooding in both February and April of this year. Residents and city leaders tell me that none of the neighbors have had access to federal FEMA funding. Many neighbors have had to move out of their homes because of those rising floodwaters. And with these summer storms dumping rainwater onto the community, residents say if there were to be another flood event, it could be devastating. Armida Kuntz lives in a subdivision of Utica. It was completely flooded in April. Many of her neighbors gone permanently because of damaged homes. The summer storms bring up some of the same concerns.
When you've been getting those, I'm sure you've been getting those flash flood warnings. Yes. What's going through your head?
Oh, is my house flooding? Is it yard? Is everything good? I was at my friend's house and I was looking at Facebook and I saw all the water. I told her, I'm like, I gotta go home. I gotta check the situation out. Because, I mean, you never know, because sometimes it comes up so fast.
In Utica, the Ohio River is calm for now, but in some areas, like this subdivision construction site, pools of water flood the land. Utica Town President Steve Long says severe weather around the past year is making any building and rebuilding efforts in the town difficult. In Utica, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS11 on your side.
The town council president says state officials are to Utica later this month to assess damage from earlier floods. He says he hopes that will be the start to receiving help for families who need it. The investigation into the deadly shooting that killed 2 women last Sunday in Fayette County continues. We now know the names of the 3 Lexington police officers who were involved in shooting and the suspect. In response to the shooting at Richmond Road Baptist Church, 3 officers fired shots at that hit guy house. That's the man who shot a KSP trooper and others at the church. Kentucky State Police confirmed the 3 officers involved have been identified as Sergeant Ross Collins, a 13-year veteran, Officer Kyle Blankenship, a 5-year veteran, and Officer Simon Rankin, an 8-year veteran of the Lexington Police Department. All 3 have been placed on administrative leave per LPD policy. A man is in the hospital after being shot multiple times on Moravian Drive in Pleasure Ridge Park this afternoon. When officers arrived, they found the man suffering from multiple gunshot wounds to his torso. He was taken to WHAS11 Hospital and is currently in critical condition. The homicide unit is leading the investigation. If you have any information, you can call the anonymous tip line. That number is 574 LMPD. Mayor Greenberg attended the Bishop's Table yesterday, a weekly community forum where people addressed youth violence in the city. Overall, violent crime continues to trend down in Louisville. However, over the last few days, we have seen several shootings involving teens as young as 13. The mayor pushed for more community involvement.
We have to keep going. This progress is nothing to celebrate. This progress we should just see as fuel, that what we're doing is starting to work, and so let's do more, let's do it better, and let's do it faster. Let's keep working together as a community, together, to continue this progress, because it's been a tough week here in Louisville.
Greenberg, shootings are down by more than 30% throughout the city. Since 2021, shootings in the city have dropped by more than 60%. An Oldham County bus driver has been arrested for a DUI. Oldham County police were called to the YMCA yesterday after counselors expressed concerns about a Melissa Dowell who was transporting kids from the aquatic center back to the YMCA. Police say they made contact with Dowell, who was parked in a running bus at the aquatic center. Officers say they smelled a strong odor on Dowell and said she had slurred speech and glassy eyes. No children were harmed and there were no accidents. Dowell was immediately terminated and was taken into custody for a DUI. At the time of her arrest, no children were on the bus, and the YMCA arranged for alternate transportation of the children. Miller Transportation has expressed deep concern over the incident and reaffirmed its commitment to passenger safety. The YMCA of Greater Louisville shared a statement saying, quote, "The safety and well-being of the children in our care is and always will be our highest priority. As a precautionary measure, we have paused all field trips for Oldham County summer day camps while we conduct a full review of our transportation procedures, partners, and safety protocols to ensure this type of situation never happens again." Well, rain or shine, the community of Oldham County still celebrated today. Coming up, we have a look at the 55th annual Oldham County Day and Parade.